right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh. And we'd like to give our double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. And much blessing to you brothers out there laboring in truth and in sincerity. Okay, this is the year 2020, year of prophecy. Okay, another week we're out here on the highways and the byways to bring out the scriptures, man. Okay, there's various things that are going on around the world.
He was just filming. I don't know why he was filming. He was filming over here, and then I looked at him, and then he started to go put it like he's going over there. I don't know.
Checks that boy a hermetic Bible, and then I think they just hear tourists or something.
You see the guilty conscience now on his face.
Yeah, you gotta show your family back home. So we made it, and we're in London.
Like them Benjamins with their crusty old 14 plate.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
But sometimes when you see Drake, they look like Hamites, but then you see their children, man.
Yeah.
And then you see their children, they're lively, and like because people they are born here, you can tell. These are definitely Jakes, man.
Well, I've got scripture for that.
Because sometimes you can. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think that will apply with them.
That's still good. That's still good. You're still starting off the thing.
Well, let's go ahead anyway.
This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness of our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Okay, so you gotta try a man's spirit. Okay, you gotta try a man's spirit, man. Sometimes you can't really tell who's an Israelite, and then you see their children. Because their children, man, they know their way around this place. They grew up here. They were born here. They might be into sports, very good. Footballers. Yeah, man. So it's the year 2020, year of prophecy. A lot of things are kicking off, man. I read an article that I sent to brothers. They said about 40% of the world's countries are gonna have a civil unrest in 2020. Okay, that was from CNBC News that I got that from, man. And that's basically from what they do is they check countries and where they are economically wise, and then this country might default by the end of this year. This country might not be able to pay off their debt, or this country might not be able to improve. And that's it. About 40% of the world's countries are in critical condition, are on a critical. They have what you call categories. So 40% of them are in critical or high risk situations, man. And then basically it can cause a whole lot of civil unrest. In Lebanon, I believe Lebanon Lebanon is going to default on their debt. Okay, they're saying basically if Lebanon defaults on their debt, then Lebanon will cease to exist, man. I don't know what they meant exactly by that. But again, man, the year 2020 is kicking off. With a bang.
That's right.
Okay, the prophecies are coming quick and fast, man. Okay, you have you said what? Volcanoes in the Philippines.
Volcanoes in the Philippines. Okay, many evacuated most of the island, and Australia. The wildfires continue. Still got the tensions between Iran and the US. Puppet Pence is saying, look, we will not tolerate any aggression from Iran, and so forth. A lot of things are happening.
A lot of things are happening, man. Okay, a lot of things are happening around the world. Okay, basically everything is being set up now. Basically for that final judgment, okay, for that travail that the scripture speak about, man. Okay, because scripture says the end will come as a travail upon a woman. Okay, so right now, man, we're in that 9 months pregnancy. Okay, we're on the final days of that pregnancy. Eventually, them waters are gonna break, and then all hell is gonna break loose. Okay, the pride of these people is gonna be wiped off their faces. Okay, they're no longer gonna be walking around like all is good like they do right now. Okay, and we're waiting and watching for those things, man, because those things are part of prophecy, part of the things that the Lord says is gonna start to happen towards the end. Okay, go ahead, Ak.
This is 2 Ezra 9:1. So it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. Verse 2.
He says, when thou seest part of the signs that I've told thee before. Okay, so you have many signs to look out for from the prophets. Okay, the prophets always recorded the things that would happen towards the end. When Yahushua was on the scene, he told us the same things that is written in Ezra as well, about the things that would come to pass towards the end. Okay, signs of the end. Okay, Matthew 24, signs of the end. Luke 21, signs of the end. What's that? Mark 13. Okay.
Mark, yeah.
Those are all signs of the end. All these things that you're seeing on the news, because the news is filled with nothing. How many times do you hear good news on the news, man? Okay? How many times do you hear that all the countries in the world have paid off their debt and it's nothing but peace and prosperity from now on? Okay, when have you ever heard that? You got banned from behind, man.
That's the spirit talk about Lebanon.
Oh yeah. From Lebanon, man.
Yeah, it's the spirit.
Just like his country, that's what's happening to his country.
Mash up. Mash up, man. And a load of them, I just want to say this, a load of them protesters that are, when it says anti-government, the reason they're anti-government, because ISIS was up in there, the CIA are up in there, overthrowing. So when you see these titles, anti-government, the people ain't going to just be against their own leaders unless they're doing something to them.
Yeah.
It's the CIA, it's the US up in there, causing tension.
Yeah.
Okay, paying them off. Okay, say, look, we'll pay you off. Just causes tension, and we got a place for you in the West.
Because they always get agent provocateurs. Basically, they get a small group of people that are going to lead the charge, and then the rest of the people just follow, man. The rest of the people just follow. There's always a few people that know who's behind, who's pulling the strings, and then you got a bigger amount of people that are just simply just following, man. They're just following because they feel like they have to protest about something, man. But there's like the guy in Iran, I believe is a diplomat from UK to Iran, an envoy. What's his name? The guy that got arrested. The Iranians arrested him because they said he was there. Basically, he was there to provoke an anti-government protest. You see?
That's part of Esau's economic hitman.
Yeah.
They'll go in there, they'll try and negotiate deals, and when they turn the deals down, like the oil company deals and the big corporations, when they turn it down and go against the economic hitman and go against what Esau wants, then he sends in his military coups that he sets up. He sets up his controlled opposition and so on and so forth, until eventually they take that leader who wants what's best for his country out of power.
Like ISIL or ISIS. Okay, where do you think they are getting their weapons from? America, they are dropping weapons with a plane. A plane will fly by, and then they'll drop crates and crates of high-powered weapons, man. Yeah. Okay, made in the US. Complete high-powered ammunitions and all kinds of basically until ISIL became a terrorist group. Yeah. Until they labeled them a terrorist group, man. But the whole time it was on the news that they created them, man. Yeah, they were arming them and to fight against the ruling government.
Verse. Yeah, and Iran, Soleimani, he was killing most of them off, the ISIL. Or should I say ISIS? And what ISIS stands for is really secret intelligence service.
Really?
That's what it is. So it's just the Israel service, secret services.
So that again, I missed that.
ISIS stands for Israel Secret Intelligence Service.
That's just like a play on it. Yeah. It's still, that's the truth. Yeah. That's the truth behind it.
It ain't exactly that. It's an army, but that's what it actually stands for. All the lobbies in America. Who do you think runs them lobbies? Israel. They're running all the lobbies.
That's why, in Iran, the protest, they're saying America, the great Satan, they're burning Israeli flags and they're burning American flags. Okay, this is because America, because it's like, in the playground, right? You have a kid that's bullying everybody because he has a big brother. And then everybody's scared of the big brother. Yep. Don't fuck with that kid. His big brother will fuck you up. And then basically that kid now, because he's proud now, he's in people's faces. Yeah. People that he knows can beat him up, but he's in their faces and provoking all kinds of fight because everybody's scared of him because of his big brother, man. America is the big brother to Israel, man. Okay, this is why scripture say, what's that mean? Shall draw them in. What's that scripture mean?
I got a
flock shall draw them in.
For what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18:7. How much have she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
We shall see no sorrow, man, because America, they think they're gonna go on forever, man. They don't think anybody can touch them. What did Donald Trump say, man? You know, we spent $1 trillion on our army. We've got bigger and better weapons than we did before. So basically, you know, it's like
That's that pride.
that's our pride, man. What does that was a scripture, man? Say, at his enemies he puffeteth.
Puffeth at them. That's Job. I believe it's Job and 20.
He buffeted at his enemies.
It's Jeremiah 49 and 20. Because therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitation desolate.
It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, man. The least of the flock is that little Israel there, man. Okay? Something is gonna happen, man, that's gonna cause them basically it's gonna cause America to go into war. Okay, because America is gonna have to go in the defense of Israel, because that's what they do. Okay, the reason, because listen, if it wasn't for America, man, and then Israel was doing what they're doing now, they would have blown that place up already, man. They would have, because all these Arab nations, man, they hate those Israelis, man. Okay, they hate the people that are on that land. Okay, they would have blown them up a long time ago if it wasn't for America. Okay, but because America is being backed up, but Israel is being backed up by America. That's why now, you know, they do what, because really it's the Israelis that run America anyway.
Yeah, it is.
The so-called Jew runs America anyway. Okay, all these big corporate companies, you know, even the elites, they all of them, they're Jewish, man. The Rothschilds, those are all Jews, man. It's Jewish, let me say. Let me not even call them Jews.
So-called Jews.
So-called Jews.
That's the spirit as well, because talking about those neighbouring Arab nations, they hate them so much, because even when you look at sporting, when you look at sporting competitions, right, whenever they have, for example, in football, if they have like Israel, they'll place them in the European competitions. They don't place Israel in the Arab competitions or the Middle East competition, because they know that if they were to have matches between the Arab countries, then fucking World War III would kick off now, just over a football match.
Yeah, that's true, man. And also, what you call that, man? Turkey as well. I believe Turkey as well. They play in European competitions, right?
Because they know if they play with the Middle Eastern nations, something will kick off.
Yeah. So that's another thing that shows you, and those are Edomites as well. Them Turks.
Oh yeah.
Them are Edomites as well. That's why Turkey is part of the EU. Part of NATO. Turkey is part of NATO. Why isn't Saudi Arabia part of NATO? You know, what other countries that are Arabic? Why are they part of NATO? But Turkey is. And Turkey is considered a Muslim country, is it not?
Yeah.
But they're part of NATO. Why? Because they're Edomites. The Israelis, Edomites. Okay? Did you mention that?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Obadiah. Stuff from the top.
This is Obadiah. The vision of Obadiah doth serve the Lord's power concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom. Okay?
We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Let us rise up against her in battle. Who? Edom. Okay? Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
When you look up the word small, it's the word irrelevant. Okay? Before, what example America, before what they say goes. But now people are challenging them. Now people are refusing now. Now we ain't gonna listen to the great Satan anymore. Okay? Because they can't. Can you click on dismiss? It's an alarm. Okay? Because so now the other nations now, man, that's why America, they put in, as soon as they refuse to go with what America is saying, what do, man? They put sanctions on them. Tariffs and so on and so forth. Okay, embargoes like what they're doing with China. Okay, but all these nations now, man, they've grown stronger, military-wise and economic-wise, man. That they feel like they can do better without America's hypocrisy. Okay, because what does Israel do in all these other nations, man? They bring all kinds of abominations, man. Homosexuality. Okay, like Saudi Arabia. What do you think Saudi Arabia say accepting women to drive?
Oh man.
You know, they don't like it. The men don't like it, but they start doing it basically because the other,
to mess up the infrastructure.
Yeah.
How about to mess up the infrastructure. That's why they got, you got McDonald's in India. Can you believe that? One of the most healthiest nations. You know, they're into their curries and their vindaloos and
The chickpeas and
their
that.
chickpeas. Yeah, you got. That's part of that democracy, that wine.
Yeah. Because them Indians, when they eat, they are, a lot of them they're into eating vegetables, and a lot of them are vegetarians. A lot of them are vegetarians, and a lot of them don't eat meat. You know, so they eat healthy, man. But anyway, where we at?
He was on Obadiah. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
So like I read about that.
Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Like I said, so the word small, it means irrelevant. Okay, your influence, the Lord is destroying now, man. Get Isaiah 14. Okay, the Heavenly Father is destroying that influence that you had among the nations. Okay, that power that you had, the command, because basically all these countries, man, the way they ran their country was the way America would want them to run, the way Esau would want them to run their country. If any leader that came in power and did not abide by Esau, what they'll do is they'll take him out somehow, man, and set somebody else in his place. Okay? But now, man, everybody remembers all the wickedness that you've done to them. Okay, everybody, all these other nations, you can also hold that back to the second chapter. Okay, all these nations are remembering all the wickedness that you've done on their nation. That's why now they're saying, listen, you shame on your glory, man. You know?
Yeah, because all nations have a bone to pick with Esau, man. Every single last one of these nations on the planet Earth has been fucked over by the so-called white man, and they've all got a bone to pick with.
All of them, man. All of them. Okay. Every nation, the ones that celebrate independence, who do they celebrate getting their independence from? Okay. Which country celebrates independence from Moab? Okay. Right here.
Thou art greatly despised.
And you are hated, man. You are hated. The reason why it haven't come after you yet, man, is because of obviously your military power. Okay, because the Lord bless you with that sword, man, and then you protect yourself. They know it will be an unfair war. Okay, so when America destruction, all these different nations are gonna have to come together to destroy America. That's how powerful America is, man. That for you to fight against them, man, they're all gonna have to come together to fight against America. Okay, I'll buy that. And the Lord have set you Edomites against each other as well. Okay.
Verse 3, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
It's the pride of your heart has deceived you. Okay. What's an example of your pride, man? Thinking you're never gonna go down. Okay. Thinking you never, as a nation, you're gonna carry on. Get that, man. The houses shall continue forever. You know.
Psalm 49:11.
You know.
Can I make an example? Tyson, Conor McGregor's fighting this weekend. They're probably both Jake's cowboy, Courier cowboy. I think they're both Jake's because Cowboy's a bit too. He looks like a cowboy, but he's a bit too cool and collective to be an Edomite. But just an opinion. But as you were saying with the Russian, with this thing now, Tyson, when he started off very, very humble. He was like a muscle man, a little boy in a muscle man body. So they had to build him up. He was very, very humble. And then when he started feeling himself a lot, then he started to make that comment, I'm the baddest man on the planet. I don't believe nobody can beat me. And then the underdog come along, Buster Douglas, and mash him up, And so he got his humble pie. The example that you're relating.
A lot of them is really to have a psychological effect on your opponent. To create a hype, to psychologically defeat your enemy before they enter the ring. It's just all hype anyway.
Yeah.
But let's go on.
Yeah, go on.
Read that bit first.
It says Psalms 49:11. So it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
You see that? Esau's inward thought is that they're gonna continue forever, man. Okay, Esau. It seems even to the other nation, they don't really see Esau. They don't really see Esau going down. Okay, they see Esau being in the same position that he's been. He's gonna continue in that position. Their children, they think they're just gonna grow up and take over from their parents. Okay, retirement, and then afterwards the next generation. Okay, but the Lord has only given you a small time period, man, to rule. Eventually, the Lord, there's that cutoff point now, man, where the Lord's gonna completely bring you down.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
The bigger you are, the harder you fall.
You're gonna be Esau is gonna be the example that the Lord has set up to show His power, man. That's why the Lord has raised Esau so high up, man. It's so powerful that you go weapons in your hands that can destroy the whole planet. You know, that's how high the Lord has raised you up, man. From caveman to what you are now. Okay.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That says, who shall bring me down?
Yeah.
Does the Donald Trump make that type of statements? Okay, who can fight against us? We just spent $1 trillion on our military. You know, he made that statement, right? We just spent $1 trillion on our military. Who can bring us down? Okay, who can fight against us?
Right, when they made the Titanic, they said, oh, not even the Most High could sink the Titanic.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Something.
Not even God can sink it. On the first, was it the first sail, isn't it?
Yeah, first sail.
On the first sail, the damn thing got brought down, man. Okay.
Verse
Right,
4. Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou shalt set thy nest among the stars.
Thou shalt exalt thyself as an eagle. Okay, the eagle has always been Esau's emblem. Going back to the Greeks, the Romans, America today. Okay.
You're a tribe?
Thence will I bring thee.
Sorry?
You're a tribe?
He says 12 tribes of Israel.
But you're one of them, or are you just the 12?
What do you mean?
So
There's
what
a
are
whole
the,
list of tribes there on the sign.
but these are tribes of what?
Israelites. The Jews, the real Jews.
They're all Jews. So you're Jewish.
We're not Jewish, we're Jews.
Jews?
Israelites.
What's the difference?
Well, Jews is only a small
Southern
part.
tribes. Southern tribes.
There's-
Judah.
Right.
The Jews are the southern tribes.
Yes.
Levi, Benjamin, and Judah.
Yes.
And the rest of the tribes are the northern tribes.
In Israel.
Yeah. But they're all Israel.
They're all Israelites.
South of Lebanon. Not far from Lebanon.
Where are you from?
Lebanon.
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 Yeah.
So we're
From
talking
Lebanon?
about Lebanon. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from Lebanon. We're talking about that. So we take Israel.
North
See the
of
people on the
Israel.
sign here? The people that you see on the sign there.
Yeah.
Today, the real Israelites. Today, American
Haitian.
Negroes. You have West Indies. You know the West Indies.
Of course I know.
You got the Haitians,
Yeah, I know everything.
Dominicans.
Yeah.
These are the Israelites.
Ah.
These are the people of the Bible.
They come from there?
Originally, yes.
Alright.
Originally, yes. There's the people today that call themselves the Israelites,
Ah.
that call themselves the Jewish in the land of Israel. There's the people today that call themselves the Jewish in the land of Israel.
Right.
But those are not the Jews. The Jews are in the captivity today. The people that went into slavery on the slave ships,
Got it.
those are the real Jews.
Excellent. Have a great day, guys.
You're
Cool.
an Israelite.
Thank you, thank
Huh?
you.
You're an Israelite.
Yeah, I'm everything.
No, you're an Israelite.
No, I'm everything.
You'll get it soon, man. You'll get it soon.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
there.
in the kingdom if you don't get it here.
Yeah, I'm in the kingdom. I'm in the kingdom.
We'll see you there, man.
And
Enjoy the kingdom, enjoy it, enjoy it.
That's
All
how
right.
you know it's a J. That's how
That's a J. That's
That's
a
a
J.
J. I knew it. Look,
He was-
see how he's standing. He's standing.
He's having fun with it. He's having fun with it.
Wait, see how the spirit rolls. Lebanon on the sticker on the car. The Lebanese man.
This is from BibleStudyTools.com. This is the definition of Jew. So it says the name derived from the patriarch Judah, at first given to the one belonging to the tribe of Judah, or to separate the kingdom of Judah.
Because one thing is, see all the information that we have about the Israelites, regardless of how many precepts that we bring out, regardless of how we break down their history and go into the scriptures. Example, vocab alone, they'll never accept that we're the Israelites, man. They'll never accept that we're the Israelites. The only people that accept that we're the Israelites are brothers who the Lord has woke up, man. Okay, so Esau is what the Lord calls the deaf adder. That's stupid for ears. Okay? Otherwise, because vocab alone, man, if they really believe in the Bible, man, they would have got it, man. All the precepts that we go to break it down. Okay? But now let's continue from where we were.
This is Obadiah. We are on Obadiah 1 and 4. Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
the scripture says, from the time when you set your nest among the stars, then the Lord will start to bring you down. Okay, because the time they had the space program and the time the so-called sent men on the moon, at that time you're at your peak of your countrymen. Everything was popping, man. Business was booming. America was in prosperity, man. Okay, everybody was a dream to go to America. Okay, the land of opportunity. Okay, there's this movie. I posted the clip up of it's called The Legend of 1900. I think it was called The Legend of 1900. And basically, in the opening clip of the movie, they show immigrants coming from different parts of Europe, and then as soon as they get closer, then what you call that, man? The steam, the fog, fog and the mist. When it clears off, and then they see the Statue of Liberty, and then everybody on the ships just start jumping up and down and celebrating, because now they made it now, man, to the land of opportunity. Okay, to America.
Oh yeah, you done a video on it.
Yeah, now they made. That's how great America was.
Yeah.
At one point, everybody wanted to go to America, man. Okay. You got 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14:4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
How have our oppressor ceased? How have the golden city ceased? How have you got to this position where you are now, man? Now America is in what, man? Is it like 22 something trillion in debt?
Can't even count. Just
The infrastructure is all fucked up. You see? So you went from a time like there's another movie again, man. The Great Gatsby, I think it's called.
Yeah.
You see that movie? At that time, that movie was made in the time of America's prosperity, man. You see, it was all about partying, and you go to work, you can leave one job and get another one straight away, man. Okay, a regular middle class American can have a house, can have a big piece of land, and can have his wife did not have to go and work, and you can have a maid.
Yeah, dog picket fence.
Yeah,
It's funny because in that film they'll show you that Jake was living good to an extent at the same time as well. So even Jake was doing well.
Yeah, before the ghettos and all that stuff,
Yeah.
So that's because Jake was destroyed, but it was literally set up that to bring Jake down like that, to put drugs in their communities and destroy Jake.
Crack epidemic.
But anyway, America, it shows you, man. America at one point, America, man, was man, it was.
Land of opportunity, they would say.
It was endless opportunities, man. They show you the movie The Godfather. He came from Italy, he went to America, they lived poor for a little bit, and then what happened, man? They got rich. You start off a business, your business most likely will be successful, man. You see? So at one point, America, man, was a great and powerful. Now, the Lord, after the space program around that time, the Lord put keep on reading Isaiah 14, he'll tell you. Okay?
So it's back in Isaiah 14, verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right.
Verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
So the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked, man. What's your staff? Your power, man. Okay? Or a scepter represents a rulership or power. Okay, the Lord has broken it, man. The Lord is now put an end to that. You're not as powerful and influential as you used to be before. You're now on the decline. Okay, your infrastructure is all fucked up. Okay, your influence around the world, you're so invested in war, so much so, man, that you forgot your own piece of land, man. You forgot your own people. Their biggest budget is their military. Now you're fighting to protect yourself from all these wars that you started. Because they know as soon as they stop investing into their military, they know these other nations are going to get even stronger and come after them. Okay, but that's going to come regardless anyway. Okay? It's about that.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Say, he that smote the nations with a continual stroke. Who's that, man? Esau, Edom, and if it's America. Okay? Constant wars everywhere, man. They've been bombed every single year. They're bombing somewhere. Okay? Every single year, man, they're in somebody's business. We don't like the leader that's on now. Because there are certain countries when they refuse ISO's democracy, form of democracy. They refuse to bring homosexuality. Like I remember the president of Zambia, he made a statement. He said, "Listen, if we have to accept these things for you to give us aid, then we don't want your aid." And now this are being fucked up now in that country now. They are all the politicians now are being denied visas to go into Europe and America.
So they're trying to cut off their money.
They're trying to cut off their money now. Now even the list of 40 countries that are going to have civil unrest, Zambia is on the list as well. On high risk. Or they are on the list of high risk as well. Why? Because they start fucking them up now. Simply because for refusing ISO's abomination. And then eventually what happens is the people protest against the current government, and then now ISO puts in place somebody that's going to accept ISO's ways, and then now that's the payment that you gotta make. We'll give you aid now, yeah, but you gotta bring abominations in your nation.
That's lucky. It's even in my Navona.
Like an example, there is Colombia. You still got that Obama-looking guy, Guaido. Yes, US have set him up, but Maduro's still fighting to the end.
Oh, yes, for one. Sorry.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's for one. Okay.
And even in even in my country of birth, Albania and Kosovo, right? You've got all the LGBT like protests and pride parades that they've got going on. They're all funded by American corporations, man. And guess where they have these faggots have to seek refuge in the American embassy.
Oh, really?
So they have to take their political refugees in the American embassy because that's how much they don't want that shit in their country.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The people now, man, they're starting to see, man, how much taking up this ISO system upon themselves, how much more it's fucked them up, man. Before all this so-called democracy and ISO's financial system, none of these countries experience debt. Okay? But ISO now, man, but because everybody wants to become like America, the high buildings and the fancy cars and the technology and the TVs. Like remember, what's that country in Cuba? Like they basically, man, they cut themselves off from America.
They still have. You know, you can't have no American plane airlines coming into Cuba. None.
Still.
None at all. No American cars in Cuba. You know.
That's why they've got those old classic cars, man. The one they used to have, man. All they do is basically, like I saw a documentary. They just take like an engine from the boat, and then they hook it up and put it in the car. You know, and now it's become like a thing now. When you go to Cuba, you gotta go into one of those cars, and it's like a tourist thing now. Yeah. Like what do you call the Beetle kind of type of cars. Why? Because they cut themselves off from America's influence, and basically that's what ISO does, man. That's what ISO does, man. Then like I said, we don't need none of those things, America's things. But ISO, man, you force the people to turn against their government. Okay? And what they do, the first thing is economic-wise, man. You affect the country economically, the people suffer, and then the people turn against their government.
It's verse 7. The whole earth is at Isaiah 14 and 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, man. That's a future prophecy, because once Esau is put down, man, what's that precept in Proverbs? When the righteous and full authority. Okay. When Esau is put down now, man, the earth, people in the earth are gonna be happy, man. Okay. The people are gonna rejoice and we are the righteous that are gonna fix up the earth. Okay. We're gonna have to punish these other heathens, because they have to. The scripture said, we have to do to them what they did to us. But regardless, they're still gonna be happy, man. They'll prefer our rulership than Esau's rulership. Okay. Right.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear fruit,
my ears need to be covered, man. That's all. Yes, like it's just the cold. That's all.
Okay. So, read that again.